jumped the plug. It should be back now. Might have cut out on something. Remember Facebook was like 6 or 8 hours, so like auto just cut out. Oh no, it can't just send another notification saying I was live. It might have cut. I hope not. You're back, cool. But yeah, so because you get one award real quick, get to the max 16, but to get the award it takes a lot longer, but it makes sense just to do. Oh, you know, because there's not an arcade path, it's the same path, but it makes sense to do it in a different, to just do them without watching the ads. But it would make more sense to have the pass, which is 3 times. Man, we only got like 30 more minutes. That's crazy. It actually went fast, and I actually started enjoying it a bit more. Because at the start it was sort of like, oh, it's like no one has come along of the people that I was hoping to play with, but that's okay. Guess who's back? Hello, cheese. Oh, he's got the bomb. Bomb's a real annoying ability. Leave my buddy alone. Haha, I'll take that. Whoa, that's a lot of them in there with also a turret and a berry. Berries are kind of cool, but they're not that helpful. Oh, I got a response! I got a response from someone. For whether they want to play. Oh. Miss it. Yeah! Cool. We finally got a response. Hey bro, sorry man, I'm currently still at work, bro. Oh, good. Oh, so now we're gonna be maxed. Woo! Does it give me the badge instantly, or do I have to collect it? I think I have to collect it. That'd be cool. It'd be funny if it showed up in my profile before you collected it. No, here we go. So, we'll open this. I like getting... Oh, but it's ages till that next thing, so we'll... So then he can play while I... Whoa! Whoa! Right to the end! Let's go! Bing! Oh, I don't even have... Oh, no! It collected them all. Oh, I didn't mean to push that. Now I can't even see what they are. Ah, that was useless. Oh, well. Here we go. We got the award. Let's go. That's actually really hard to get. It takes ages. You can get it, but it's... There we go. So we got the 3 awards now. So I've done that path. Yo, maxed that one out. So I've maxed out 2 paths now. It would take ages to go through. I think it's like 20 something. Maxed out that. I don't know. It looks like there should be something in that square. I don't know what it is. But then I want to complete ones that have already started. Which, the Wild West, they must have started like ages ago. Endless Crate's not going to do that one. I'm going to do Winter Wonderland because I started that. So, oh, and then it's like real easy, I think, at the start. But then they're not that great gifts. But that's okay. Look at, oh, yes. Oh, whoa, that's a lot of those. Oh, cool. Close. Oh, no, that's a stupid thing. Then you have to force close it. Because it doesn't make sense to get them. So, yeah, force close it. And then... Boom. Boom. That's a weird system. But yeah, I've only made it to 2 of those awards in the many hours of playing Pico Tanks. But then now you don't have to collect it. But yeah, we're slowly going to go. It's just a silly game system to design it that way. Oh, he's back on. Oh yeah, he went ahead and did a battle. Oh, he's only got 2. Smiley face. I thought he was like gonna drive 700k, or I thought he was done. Clearly not. But I'll be done soon. 30 minutes. Feels like anticlimactic. Like, I sincerely was thinking there was going to be some people. So the title's not even accurate, playing with viewers. Oh no, actually Mad did view it, so there you have it. Oh, hear that? It's getting close to Christmas, but not quite yet. They have different music for the themes, it's quite cool. Playing with the viewer, exactly. That other guy may have searched it up. The one that when the three of us were playing, because, yeah, he may, we don't know. We can't, you can't prove or disprove whether the title's correct. I don't even know. And you can't trust the YouTube count, because you say, oh, well, we saw when it went up to this many people. Yeah, well, how accurate is that? Cool music. Yeah. I feel like this would just be such a good game if I did have a lot of interest. Like, I feel like I genuinely would enjoy covering it and like slowly grinding up through and getting the award after award, you know, doing it for a few weeks or months. That audio way delayed. I feel like this would just be such a good game for me to do. Although, I don't know, I definitely prefer Battlelands better, but it's like, this would be such a great game, but it's just, there's just like no interest in it, so it's like, it's just, then I'm not gonna do that. But it's a shame, because it's like, it's a cool game. But it's just, yeah, played some games of Chinese checkers. Oh, is that still about? I played some games of Chinese checkers yesterday. Well, today technically, because I haven't slept. And yeah, it was good. I did a 1v. I did a 4, a 6, and a 1. I won the one with 4 of us. I won the one with 6 of us, and I lost the 1v1. And with the 1v1, we did 2 colors each. But the times I won, it was very close. Like, I won by, with the 4, I won by 1 move. So, because I didn't start. I was the last person to start. And so there was 1, 2, because technically if you finish on the same round as the other people you start with, like, then you all count as winners. But the thing is, I was the 4th person. I was 4th, and I was 4th person to start. And so, but then I got out first, so then technically, and then they all finished in the same turn, boom, boom, boom. But since I was in that first cycle, then technically I did officially win. And then the 6th one I won by about 2 or 3 moves ahead of the next person. They're all like very analyzing and like, oh, block that person, whereas I stayed pretty silent. And just focus on me, and if there's a good, if I see a good move that I can do, I'm like, yep, we're going for that. And I try to move the back ones, and I figured out, like, just today, like, oh, you don't, if you've got, like, a back one and then 2, you don't move those 2 away, because then you have to individually move that, so always trying to leap that first, so they're always sort of, like, using it as a ball bearing, as a pinpoint to, like, leap over it. But yeah, I managed to, I'm not brilliant at it, but obviously better than average to win a 4 than a 6. What are the chances of that? 1 in 24, perhaps. But then lost the 2, so then what odds does that make it? Well, then halve it, so like 1 in 12. I don't know, something like that. Anyway, yeah. So it's Chinese checkers. It's a good game, but I don't like playing it too much. Like a few games. What was I going on about? That sound is way delayed. Yeah, that's right, yeah, and so, like, some of them, like, they think this other guy is the main threat, so they sort of maybe target him a little bit more. There's this game of Catan I played once, which was just brilliant, and it's happened multiple times. So there's 4 of us, and one of them, so 2 of them are brothers, and then there's 2 brothers, and then there's this girl, and and one of the younger brother and the girl say, let's get the older brother in that. And they're sort of, they're like similar age to me, not kids. So they, yeah, so then they're like, let's get the brother in that. And so then they're like, we're not going to trade with them, we're not going to trade with them. And then with me, they take a neutral stance. But then I'm like, oh look, well, I'm going to, obviously, because trading is to your advantage in the game. So I trade with both of them, but I also trade with him, with the guy that they won't trade with. But it's not like they sanction me, like, they don't get it. They're just like, oh, well, as long as we won't trade with him. Oh, what the heck? Get back that flag. They're just like, it's not like, Russia or North Korea or Iran to them. They're just like, well, no, technically they're like, technically, they view this guy as Russia and I'm India. So it's like, okay, we're sanctioning Russia, we're not gonna, deal with Russia. But then India comes in and like, well, look, we're just gonna buy all this cheap Russian products because other people aren't trading with them, so we'll get it. And then India and Russia wins, and then the other ones don't win. But then Russia's still at a disadvantage because then it's like they get a worse price for it. But it's kind of like what happened with me playing this game, because I then would trade with this guy, but then I'd drive a real hard bargain because he couldn't trade with the others weren't going to trade with him. So it's like, well, look, if you give me 3 cards, we can make it work, and I'm the only one he could trade with. So then, what do you know? I won that game, and then like a year later, the same thing happened, and what do you know? I won that game. But it was like, it was funny. I mean, I just saw the dynamics of how it was playing out. We also played another game called, it was this castle game. What was it? It was Castles of Burgundy. I don't know. It was a castle game, and basically they employed the same strategy. But he still won. And I almost won. I made one mistake, which then meant, and you have to like vote on it. It was a real cool game. I can't remember what it was. Did he invite him? But yeah, but he won, and I was like, he deserved to win. Like, the other 2 were against him, and I made a stupid mistake, which meant I won, but I was glad he won, because it's like, yeah, he's a pretty rough time. And so then it like allows me to win really easily, because people don't realize what they're doing, and how much a beneficial position me is, because they're so focused on defeating him, they don't realize, like, well, I'm still going to trade with them, and if they're not going to hold that against me, sweet, because I'll trade with him, so I get a good deal with him, and then I get the beneficial trade with them, and then they miss out on the benefit of trading with him, and he really misses out because he can't trade with either of them, and then I just swoop in there, like, sweet. Teaming in Catan, yep, that's the one. I've played some games of Catan where people get really unhappy, and then it's not fun even playing, because it's like, well, you're going to get this upset over this game, like, I don't want to play, like, yeah, it's happened quite a few times with, multiple times, and it's always a female that has got upset with the game, but, yeah, it's a good game, and, yeah, normally people don't get too upset, but, yeah, it's like, well, I mean, they could get angry or upset. People don't normally get, well, no, it's a bit of both, but anyway, then it's like, well, it's like, am I allowed to win this game or not, and if I'm not allowed to win, I don't want to be playing this game. Yeah. I normally, well, in most cases, anyway. I enjoy Catan. Swallows equals poor character. It's not so fun playing with people that, yeah. Yeah, both the people I'm thinking of, they're nice in other areas of life, but when it comes to games, Catan, yeah, it's not their good spot. Chinese checkers, that's a good game. Never played with 2 colors each. Normally if it's 2 each, then you play with 3 player. Well, because yeah, it was so quick a game between 1v1 playing Chinese checkers, but you normally, I think, would do 3 aside. But then I realized that would then be very strategic, because you have so much control over the middle, and because you have control over how many, is it 10 counters? Then you have control over 30 of them, so then it's like, it's a net 0-sum game. Because if you're playing with 4 people, I never waste my time blocking someone. Unless it's like there's two spots that are equally beneficial and one would harm someone else, then sure, take that one. But so then with four or six player, it's just like, who cares? Like, there's just no incentive to really worry about what other people are doing. You just focus on you benefiting you the most. Whereas in two, in every two-player game, it's a net zero-sum game, so it's then the whole focus changes because hurting them by 2 is better than helping you by 1. Sammy, yo yo yo, welcome to the stream. I'm nearing the end of the stream, but Mr. SuperSight, what's the good word? The Bible. Good to see you here, Sammy. Good to see you. He's streaming on like 8, yeah. It used to be like, I'm not sure how many, because sometimes they wouldn't work, or it would go up and down a bit. But now I just fixed it 8, so you can safely say 8. But it used to be like, how many is it? Is it 10? Oh no, they just killed that one. Okay, 9. Here we go. We've just been like raking in the wins. We've won every single game. We've won, but we've had a shockingly low amount of real player matches, actually, to be fair. Yeah, I think this is probably the longest time I've ever gone without real players. Like in terms of like total matches. Like we did the 8-hour session the other day on Saturday or something. There was multiple, like I'd say at least 5 games with 3 enemy real players that were like good. Whereas this time it's like we've had virtually none. We've just gone for hours. I mean that was 8 hours, so it was a bit longer, but we've had like none. And it's been 5 hours. Although we didn't start immediately, but we've like over 4 hours worth of battles, and there's been like no intense game with other real players. I mean there might have been a couple of real players. Well, I mean there has been some real players, but not many, and they weren't like severe challenges. Whereas when I was playing on Saturday, there's heaps of like, I mean, it's still not most games, but it was like, now it's like there's like, oh, I hate it when it gets caught on the middle. It's like we need to pick a direction. Oh yeah, we've been pushing. Does it go into overtime? No, I would think it would end if it's still at this point. It would be if it's a draw, it goes into overtime. Maybe, unless it's like, depends on the side it's on. Well, I'm just like chucking a mine in there, and then it just, well, it often doesn't work. Oh, here we go. Bother. 10 at one time. I think you're right. I think it was 10. But then something like the Facebook didn't work for months. The Facebook. No, we should win this. It should just count as a win, I think. There's the ads on the side, yeah. Trovo, you see, that's right, Mad Cat. Yes. Starting to sound like Taylor Swift. Or Taylor Swift fans. That whole snake theme. Trovoville. Produced by Lloyd Kaufman. Haven't heard of that. Oh, competitive rank. Oh, of course. See, this is then it's like, it feels so nice to just boost it, but it doesn't make sense if you're actually going to go back and get the arcade ones. I don't know, the arcade ones don't really interest me, but I would eventually do it. If I'd max out the other things. It would just be such a good game for me to grind and stream lots, but I'm just not going to do that with almost no one interested in this game specifically. But it definitely would have been a game, you know, especially when it came out. You know, I don't know why I didn't end up streaming it more, but I did stream a little bit, but not as much as I could have. But especially now, there's almost nothing to. I don't know. It's just a shame that's the case, but it is the case. Yeah. I don't know why the audio is so delayed. Apple TV. This ain't no Apple TV. It's Air server. Maybe you thought, oh, Air. You know, we got some Air products, Air tags, so it's tricked us. We thought it was an Apple TV. There's Eagles fan. I'm sick of hearing about Taylor Swift. Oh, is that because she went to a show with that guy? Was that the whole thing, what it was about? There's one outlet, and I've now hired a permanent Taylor Swift reporter that will just every day cover Taylor Swift, which is great. She's just done like insane. It's incredible, really, how popular she's become. Like it's 7 health. It's quite incredible. I don't know, like it's almost like she's like the celebrity of all celebrities. Like, come to think of it. I mean, that really, she is. Like, more so than any actor or other singer that I can think. I think she is literally... Yeah. I don't know, it's just, she's played her cards very, very well. And sort of, she's been around, she's been at it for so long, and she has all sorts of different fans from different time periods. Like, I started liking her music in 2017 was when I sort of really got interested in it. But then there's people that have been around since 2014 with Red or since 1989. Nah, on the appearance. But yeah, nah, there's like, yeah, people like, I don't know, 2011, I'm not sure exactly. Oh no, she started more like 2009ish or something. Well, if she was 15, that would be like more like 2004. But that would have been like her first one. But then she was singing on the street before that, so some people would have got to hear her in person. Little did they know at the time. They've probably forgotten. Well, not necessarily, but probably. There's like people singing or whatever on the street in New Zealand like all the time, and sort of, oh yeah, there's some nice music, and just keep walking. Well, that's what I do. But I wouldn't remember the girl on the street from 5 years ago, 1 year ago. But yeah, she's just got so many fans from so many different time periods, and it's been like just a very long time. But since she started so young, she's still pretty young now, with some of the other ones are much older. Well, I don't know, like Britney Spears, Pink, Lady Gaga, they're much older in their career. And I think then the vocal cords probably are not so good. Not sure, but well, like Bob Dylan, his singing is not as good as it used to be. Who's that other one? Dolly Parton, she's still at it. Yeah, she's very different era. But Ariana Grande, she's still pretty young, still around. Sam and Cat, victorious. But yeah, because it was interesting. I used to occasionally look up the charts of the search interest in Katy Perry, Taylor Swift, Ariana Grande, maybe Rihanna, and another one and that. But yeah, and it was interesting seeing the different peaks and troughs and that. Oh, Selena Gomez was probably the other one I chucked in there. Selena Gomez is still very up there. Although she was known for not commenting on the Israel-Hamas war and that. And then lots of people weren't happy, and then commented, people still weren't happy. But yeah, Taylor Swift has just seemed to really do really well. And has fans from a lot of different time periods. And it's still probably gaining them now. And to think, I was gonna go and see her concert. I was gonna go see her. Yeah. She came to New Zealand like 2018 or 2017. I don't know. It's annoying that I forgot which one. I should be able to look it up. But yeah, and I wish it'd gone. But then, yeah. Now I'm not so much of a fan. Well, no, I'm not a fan of her. But I still think she's smart. But then I don't feel so bad about not going to a concert. I don't know, the world was a very different place back in 2017. And even like Taylor she wasn't doing as well back in 2017. Like, she wasn't doing badly, but she was like, her peak is even higher now, but it was just a different environment back in 2017. I don't know, I think the COVID and the lockdowns permanently have changed the world. I mean, obviously they've caused many businesses to go bankrupt and that kind of stuff, but it just seems to like mentally have affected people. And yet all these kids that went through a huge period of time with just seeing people in masks, or no schools, and education has gone down, or psychologically it's not good for them, seeing so many, or not seeing faces, and then they're not good to have a mask on for that long, and all this kind of stuff. I think it definitely has changed the world for the worse, and even the Omegle founder mentioned that as one of the potential reasons. He was like, either political disagreement or COVID or something has sort of changed the world and it's become more hostile and nasty. In my view, two very key years, were 2016 and 2020, which coincidentally line up with the US elections, and I think that was actually a big part of it, remarkably. Well, it's hard to gauge what, you know, people in Sweden or whatnot, or Germany are saying, but because the US is a huge, like, population-wise they're quite big, but they're like, massive player, like, in my view, the #1 player in the world, so that then has a, yeah, so, I don't know, but, yeah, it just seemed 2016 and 2020, in my view, were two very turning point years, like, when Trump ran in 2016, the media just went insane, like, just went absolutely crazy in that, and it was just, like, it was unprecedented, it was just not like, it was never like 2015 again, like, once 2016 hit, that was a huge shift, and then in 2020, I think, was another massive shift in that, I think the BLM, George Floyd stuff, that was a breaking point, plus COVID, plus the 2020 election. I think that just then 2020 again changed the world once again permanently, and in both times not for the better, on how people, how the average person then acted, to things they didn't like. A swift is a bird, like eagle. Just, your swift comment got me going. A lot of things get me going. Case can do whatever he wants. Their business, I don't need to know. It's so funny and interesting to hear your reaction to that. Like a sports fan and what they think of it. Because obviously, like, Swift people are very, Swifties are very interested in it. Either don't like the guy being there, or don't like Swift for having it there, or are fine with them. I don't really know. But it's interesting from a sports fan's perspective. Because the sports hasn't really interested in me in that, but there's been a lot of sports news with, like, athletes that, athletes that didn't wear certain jerseys, or, females having to compete with males and all that kind of stuff, then has made sports a whole thing that's then entered the political sphere in a way that it hadn't previously, and then I'm like, oh, this sports news is interesting, but obviously not for the right reasons of a sports fan who's interested in the sport, or the not standing for the anthem, and all that kind of stuff. That was a long time ago, Colin Kaepernick, wasn't that 2017? But yeah, there's a whole heap of stuff. Gonna fly. Are you well? Good to see you. Good to see you, Sammy. It was always nice to have you by. Man, I gotta watch the time. I can't believe it's almost 7. This might be my last match actually. Man, I don't know. It's funny. You gotta get the health. I don't know if it's like correlation or just coincidental. Like, I feel like how the New Zealand reacts is tied to the US, but is it causation, like because the US does it and the New Zealand does it, or is it just coincidence that at the same time? I'm not sure. I mean, it's a bit of both, because the US owns one of the media companies in New Zealand, so then what they're putting in the US would then be here, and so then it would be like that. So is that causal? I think, or is that being, well, no, it's not coincidence. No, then that would be causal. Yeah, I think that will. Thanks for the games. GG. Well played. Bye. Oh, I should have done that one. Oh, no, but it's the maxing out that's... Nah, it doesn't really matter. Social, that guy. Oh, he's not friends with me. He's a friend we can unadd. It's such a silly limit. Oh, that guy can go. Cool. Wow, we almost got to second. We could have got to just about could have got to first. So I'll start wrapping up the stream shortly. It's weird how it doesn't like load them properly. It's like, oh, slow down. But third, oh, that's pretty cool. Happy with that. But then if I don't play for like the next 4 days, then I'll probably drop off. Okay, so what we're going to do, I'm going to watch the ads, but I'm not going to show it, which is so crazy how the ads are like, oh, there's the sound glitch. Oh, this guy. And it has the sound glitch as well. Royal Match. Can't stand those ads. And Survival State, they're two of the worst, plus all the gambling ones. Oh, but then the screen looks black, which is like not like all colourful background. Confident you're first in no time. Royal Match is such a bad game. Gonna fly. Gonna fly. High free bird. Okay, I'm gonna eat. Yeah, you go do that, Sammy. Okay. The rewards are not even good. That's what it's like. If you just like spent just a tiny amount of money on the game, you'd be so much better off than spending, is it 2 minutes a day or 2.5 minutes a day watching these junk ads. Anyway, thank you to everyone that was part of the stream. We did really well. I was happy with how our progress went. We won every single game, although we didn't face much opposition. Yeah, but it was a shame we didn't have people coming from the Discord. But hey, that's what it is. It's Pico Tanks. It's a good game, but sadly it's just the interest isn't there. And then, yeah, Survival State is this ad here. Okay, so yeah, thanks to everyone involved in making the stream possible. Thank you to Ear Server for the reflection of the screen. Thank you to SuperSight for the camera. Thank you to OBS for the free streaming software. Thank you to 24timers.com for the time below. Thank you to Hasbro and SMG Studio for the background. Thank you to Restream for your service, which I'm paying $49 for, US dollars per month. Thank you to Trovo, Twitter, Rumble, Facebook, D-Live, Free TV, YouTube, and Twitch for allowing me to stream to your platforms. No TV would, but the restream limits that to 8. Thank you to Panda Arcade for the cool game. Thank you to Lynn for moderating. Thank you to Shard for moderating. Sammy, I think you are a moderator as well. Thank you, Lynn, for coming by on D-Live, Trovo, and YouTube. Thank you to Sammy for coming by. Thank you for Payne for coming by. Thank you to Shard for coming by and Lynn on Twitch. And thank you to Granomi for coming by on YouTube, and Peter for being here also. We did, yeah, it was, I do really enjoy that. I do really enjoy the chat and having people here. We'll go like that. That's cool. I should snapshot that. Refresh. See if we're on there. Maybe we'll be even higher. There we go again. So we're not on that one. But that's pretty cool. Only 4 though. That's dropped a lot. A lot of political stuff. There's Dan Bongino. Yeah, Benny Johnson, Charlie Kirk, Russell Brand. News. Trending news and news. That's so silly to have 2 separate categories for that. Conspiracies, Republican politics, reactions, gaming. Gaming's still pretty low. View all. Oh, that will be specific games. Surely it's under the category of gaming though. Like, they need to have subcategories like news, and then you can have trending news if you want, if that's a thing, or gaming, and then it's the other ones. You got viral, and then there's like the leaderboard. No way. That's crazy. Yeah, that's crazy. Because there's the battle board, the leaderboard. It seems to have a big range. Okay, anyway, there's that. So now we're gonna go to the mail. No, to the no. Did it end? No. What's going on? Oh, did it actually start a new stream? Oh, that's so annoying. No, are you serious? Oh, I didn't know it started another one. Oh, well, there's the stats. Oh, that's such a pain. I didn't know that was... Oh, that's really annoying. That's really annoying. Oh, that's the wrong thing. As a value, see, this is just dishonest. That's just dishonest, and this is just slowly but surely undermines people's trust of so many things, because everyone just claims like, oh, we care about you so because it makes you feel good, and then they benefit from it. So they'll just exploit words for their benefit, which then ultimately destroys the value of the words and people's trust in so many things. And it's not even just, it's just, well, it's that, and it's like just outright lies. Oh yeah, so this is a separate one. Oh, this is annoying. Did we get any likes on that other one? I didn't see, but yeah, that's a separate one. Oh, did I? Oh, you know, this is all yeah, in the medical industry and all sorts of stuff. Number two. There we go. Why is it? Oh yeah, there we go. Just so then, for like outright lying, different crowds and whatnot. The whole ivermectin fiasco, and yeah, which is just, it's just tragic that then it like undermines people's trust, and people rightfully distrust it, and then it has huge consequences. That's annoying. I can't believe that cut it out properly. Anyway, thank you everyone for being part of the stream. I hope I've got everyone. Thank you, Lynn, for moderating and sticking around right till the end. Thank you to everyone that came by, Shard, and everyone else who was here earlier. I hope you enjoyed the stream. I enjoyed it streaming. Because a patch in the middle, I'm like, but now, yeah, it was good. You're still live, not cut out. But it separated the stream. It started a new, I don't know, did it not start a new one for you? Oh, it's even got, the game is not the same. That's annoying, and the thumbnail's wrong, and, oh, well, just leave it as that is, but that's annoying. Anyway, that was cool. We talked about a lot of things, Supercell trip, the only game that I've covered, there's only one game that I've got all the footage of, and of every single game that I've played, and that is Clash Mini. Every single battle I've ever fought is streamed. I mean, there was like maybe one or two where like the camera thing cut out or whatever, it didn't load. But that's the only game ever that I've played for like more than just a game review or a couple of streams that I've got every single game, which is that's a hang of a lot. That's a lot of streams. I mean, it was up to like 18 and then gone a bit further than that. Anyway, I'm gonna go have some breakfast, and I hope you enjoyed the stream. I know I didn't. First YouTube's still going. I don't know why it showed different on my stream. That's really weird. Maybe it has a thing where it just like, it does cut, but then for you it just looks like it's normal, but it just restarts. Because it used to have like this stand down period where it wouldn't start a new one. I didn't want to start a new one because otherwise then it's like, it's a mess. Like looking back, because then it shows like I've done X amount of streams. It's like, well, no, actually I haven't done that many because a few of them were the second one, and then people like commenting on the first one or the second one. It's like, no, just keep it as one thing. I tried so hard, it takes so long to just get that one thing right. Anyway, that's okay. That will wrap it up. Have a wonderful, beautiful rest of your day. The time bar isn't accurate, so I don't know. Yeah, it's probably... Anyway, that will do. Thank you very much, Lynn. Thank you, everyone that came by. Hope you enjoyed the stream. See you all next time. Not sure when that will be. It won't be tonight, because I got a lot of stuff on today now, and then tomorrow. So, Thursday and Friday. Maybe on Saturday, but probably not. And then if it's not on Saturday, it won't be on Sunday. It could be on Monday. We'll see. Anyway, have a wonderful, beautiful rest of your day. We'll see you all next time. Good night, and God bless.